Good morning, guys. I'm Ramey Harris from Original Intent Life Coaching. So, I just wanted to jump on here and talk about hearing God when, He feels distant, when you want to have intimacy with God, yet you are not able to. And why? Why are you not able to? And please feel free to DM us. Send us a personal message on Facebook if you want to talk more. We'd really love to. Also, if anything stands out during this live, just message below and talk with us. So I just wanted to get started. I just spent some time with the Lord, and I felt like He's been talking to me and Monica about this a lot recently, and to our clients as well in the Eden Intensive, where we actually mentor Christians. We help them heal their hearts and minds, and help them heal their relationships so that they can thrive in what God's called them to. And I want to make an invitation to you. If you are ready for this, if you're ready to heal your hearts and relationships, just comment below. We would love to be a part of your journey, and just say Eden Intensive, like the Garden of Eden and intensive. We'd love to welcome you into that journey and to walk with you through that. Anyways, let's get started. So what I was thinking about is this time that I believe every Christian goes through a time in their life where they feel like God is distant, where God is not speaking to them, and it can be it can feel kind of like a scary place to be. It could feel kind of like am I really Christian, or there could be a lot of different kinds of questions that you ask. Maybe not even that, like, what did I do wrong? How do I get back to where I was? Like, there could be this fear behind it. I just want to point that out first of all. Like, recognize that place of franticness. Like, oh no, did I do something wrong? And so often we can even spiritualize that feeling, that those feelings and thoughts where there's like franticness and fear. And I just want to remind you, fear is not from the Lord. 0% of it. Like, He doesn't use it to motivate us. He doesn't speak through fear. He doesn't do that. Like, He can't. That's not part of His character. What does the Bible say? The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, self-control. There's other ones. Of course, I'm not being exhaustive here. But I want to bring up a verse. The prophet Isaiah. This is what happened. I'm going to tell you a brief story. So basically, there were these other prophets of a different God, and what happened was basically there was a showdown, and Isaiah said, "Hey, you do a sacrifice. If your gods set your sacrifice on fire, cool. Just test it, and then I'll show you my God is gonna put the sacrifice on fire." And basically what happened was when the cult, the other guys that they tried to get their false gods to light the sacrifice, and it didn't happen. And then Isaiah builds an altar, and just to make the story even more dramatic, he puts water over, and just bear with me here real quick. This is going somewhere, and this is gonna blow your mind. He puts water on the sacrifice, and God actually lights the sacrifice on fire, and tons of people came to the Lord because of it, and you could say even a revival happened because of it. And you know what happened after that? The prophet Isaiah got depressed, and he started saying, like, I'm the only one, blah, 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 blah. And he hid in a cave. He was depressed. He was totally depressed. the prophet was totally depressed after an amazing encounter with the Lord. And in the cave, um, three things happened. Like first, I can't remember which one was first, but like it was like a earthquake, and it said God wasn't in it. And then strong winds, and God wasn't in it. And then there was silence, and God was in the silence. And I'm not being like, oh, prophet, yeah, you're right. Thank you so much. Yeah, prophet Elijah. Yeah, thank you, Sharon. And I just want to tell you guys, like, not every season is the same. And the Bible talks about different seasons of life where God is different. And in this, he said, and there was silence, and God was in the silence. And so like, so often we want, we'll have these moments, these encounters with God that are so like, oh man, we hear him so much, and we're so like, feel so vibrant and on fire for the Lord. And then there's these seasons where, you might feel depressed, and you're like, where is God? And is he there anymore? Am I falling off the wagon? Or what's going on, Lord? Why won't you talk to me? And God's like, I'm in the silence. And so sometimes we expect a season that's not ours, and that actually our expectation of what God will sound like is blocking us from hearing what God is actually like. And if you guys haven't read that story about Elijah the prophet, go back and read it. I'm sure you'll be able to find it, but I know my story, specifically the verse in the comments. But I think that we do ourselves a disservice when we assume what relationship looks like or what God will sound like. And look at relationship in general. Like, those of you guys who are married, do you expect your spouse to always be talking? And is the fact that like sometimes that you sit silent together, like, mean that your husband or wife doesn't love you, or that they don't want to be with you? But actually sometimes the sweetest times are just like moments shared silent together, or like experiences experienced together. And so often we can be even like, we can notice the devil everywhere, but why not more so, like, why can't we notice God everywhere? Because God actually created the earth. Maybe we give the enemy way too much. This is gonna blow some of you guys' minds. Maybe we give the enemy way too much credit, and he doesn't even have to do anything. He's just looking for that over spiritual person to like blame things on him, to glorifying him. Like, we glorify the enemy when we give him too much credit for bad and good things. And what if our view was to see God in things, and notice God in the silence? What if we're missing a big thing if we expect God only to be in the excitement, in the buzz, in the church service, in the chills, in the exciting times, and then in the depressing times, and we don't see him because we're looking for him to be like he was in the previous season. And God's like, no, I want to reveal myself in comfort and silence, and I've never left you, and I'm with you, and I love you. And it's like, just, I don't know, I think there's something really here for some of you guys where is this, first of all, I just want to say, is this connecting with some of you guys? I really think that we could be experiencing God way more, and when we don't put him in a box of how he has to talk to us. What if he's wanting to speak through other people? He definitely does that. He definitely speaks through other people. That's why he has prophets. That's why he has, in the first place, he sent Eve for Adam, and all Adam had was God. So there is huge value to the people around you in your life. God said it's not good for man to be alone. I think God is everywhere. He's in everything. He's in us. And we're really hard on ourselves. So I just want to say, like, this is the season. If you're feeling that just say me. I'm feeling that. This is the season where you embrace God, maybe even in the silence, where you see him sitting next to you, and he may not be saying anything, or you may not be hearing anything, but embracing his gentleness and his company, and knowing that he's present. He's not leaving you. God is actually attracted to the weak things in the world. He says he uses the weak things in the world to shame the wise. And if you see Jesus' life, he was really attracted to broken people. I guess he didn't have any other option. But the people that you would expect him to be drawn to, when Jesus came, he actually was drawn to the hillbillies, the uneducated, the partiers, and because he said, I didn't come for the healthy, I came for the sick. And there's this like sense where, there's this humility that we live in knowing our brokenness, and knowing that God loves us unconditionally. We're so used to human acceptance, human frail love that's conditional, but God doesn't have conditions. It's like, if you've ever had a child, or if you ever have hung out with a kid, kids aren't, kids are really forgiving, and I think that's why like God actually, or Jesus actually talked about, like, if you want to be in the kingdom, you must be like a child, because I think there's an innocence and a surrender, a sense of just hanging on to Jesus, no matter what. Is this can you relate with this, guys? Put a 1 in the comments if this is really hitting you and relating with you, and maybe even share with me what is standing out to you. But I just wanted to share that with you today. Like, I want to say, like, God may be with you, but he may be silent, and it may not be a punishment. It may be a deeper level of friendship, a different season than you were expecting. But let's see God everywhere. Let's see God in the mundane. Let's see God in he is everywhere. So I love you guys. I'm really excited to connect with you. Please feel free to send us a personal message or comment below the Eden Intensive. If any of this stood out to you, we would love to welcome you into the Eden Intensive, where we help Christians heal their hearts and relationships so they can thrive in what God's called them to. So if that's you today, I would just say reach out, and we'll chat. Love you guys, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.